get once again to the Coaches Show with Zach Carpenter here at Bradley Central High School on the BCHS Network. I'm your host, Gary Ownbey. First thing I'd like to thank the students that you guys don't see behind the scenes. We've got Trevor and Eli and Josh, Emma and Kate, a bunch of folks back here under the direction of Mr. Gwen Schroy's broadcast class. We appreciate them because without them folks, these shows don't happen, and we appreciate them taking time out of their busy schedules to help us with all of this. Well, Coach Carpenter, we had our program last week. Since then, we've had, I guess, just the one game under our belt, which is with Walker Valley here.
We did.
Come up a little short there, but the district race, which looked at the standings there, it is a dogfight. Probably the most balanced district race we've had in many, many years.
It is. I mean, anything can happen on any given night, and I think, it's wide open in my opinion. Anybody can beat anybody, so it's going to be a fight to the end.
And we've seen that, and right now we're all battling through. Mother Nature cost us some games this past week with the Cleveland game, which now has been rescheduled for February the 10th on a Thursday. Walker and McMinn County lost their game, and it got bumped to February. It's just the way you deal with it.
It is. You got to be flexible. You got to be fluid. You got to be able to change and adapt with the circumstances you're given. So, we did what we had to do and moved it to February 10th, and we also moved our Brainerd game, which was supposed to be on the 11th, I believe, to that Saturday. So.
And by the way, that will be a doubleheader with the Brainerd boys following the Bradley and Knox Catholic girls game. And that'll be the senior day, the last home game in the regular season for both teams. That'll work out great.
Yes.
For everyone involved there. That'll be a Saturday. That's an afternoon. I think the girls play at 3 and you're 4:30, or
I don't remember the times.
It's not. It's
going to be earlier. It is going to be earlier.
We're not sure. Well, coming from the coaching ranks in college, what's the biggest adjustment you've had to make to deal with high school kids? I know it's a whole different atmosphere. College kids, they're on scholarship. Basically, it's a job. They're going to school and then they're working their tails off in practice and weekends and wherever. Basically, around the year. It's different in high school. Have you had to make a big adjustment to your coaching philosophy as far as that goes?
No, not a big adjustment to that. It's the outside influences. When, at the college level, everybody lives there on campus. So getting to practice, things like that, especially when we have inclement weather, they can walk across campus and things like that. So that and dealing with jobs, which is not a big deal. It's an easy adjustment to do, but it's just a different dynamic that I'm used to.
Okay, well, and let's look at something I've not asked you. I'd like to sort of dig into this a little bit. You're a teacher here in business department here at Bradley Central. How would you, let's break your team down here. I want to get you to give a letter grade and your thoughts behind that. How would you rate, on a grading scale of A through F, your team effort and attitude so far at this point in the season?
Attitude and effort's been great. It's been great all year. I'd give it a B+.
Okay.
Because we do have lapses where, whether it's fatigue, whatever it may be, that we will have lapses in the effort department. But for the most part, it's been great. I love this team. They're great to coach. They're fun to be around. I'm having a lot of fun with them.
How about when you look at offensive execution? I know we've had games where we've had a lot of turnovers. How would you rate offensive execution?
It's gotten better.
Okay.
I'd give us a C right now. Okay. We still have a lot of room for improvement.
B+ and a C, so all right.
We do have a lot of room for improvement. We can clean things up on, value in every possession, knowing the offense, making the right plays. So we still have room for improvement there.
How about your defense?
Defense overall, I think, has been pretty good this year. I've been pleased with it. And again, we have lapses where, I think in the Walker Valley game, we didn't finish possessions. I thought initially we played good defense. They take the shot. We don't close it out with a rebound. They ended up, I think, with 13 offensive rebounds, and those are killers in the game. That's what we want to do to other teams. That's our goal, is to get 12 or more offensive rebounds. So
that you go. If you control those offensive boards, man, that's a possession that you have that the other team does have. So it's a 2-possession swing, really, if you lose that ball.
It is. They're free possessions. If you get 10 extra possessions and you score on half of them, that's 10 extra points right there.
It sure is. Okay, so you give them an A on defense or a B+, or?
Yeah, that AB area, because I always think we have room for improvement. So
yeah, nobody's ever perfect. Not an A+ yet. So overall, you got a B+, a C, and an A. I guess it averages out to about a B.
It does.
Right now. We are 17 games into the season, 3-3 in the district. Howard's in front of us with 1 loss. McMinn's in front of us with 1 loss. Walker's with 2 losses. Cleveland, Bradley with 3 each now. some huge games coming up. We have got Howard in a district game here at Bradley tomorrow night on Friday. We have Ottawa at home next Tuesday. Then we go to Ray next Friday for, assuming the weather cooperates and everything else falls into place like it should. So we're going to have a pretty much, that'll be everything left is district game except Brainerd, I suppose, then. That be right?
Macaulay. We still have Macaulay.
That's right.
There right at the end of the season. So
that'll be a challenge and a half there, too.
It will.
Good time to play them at the end of the year.
It is. It is.
And that's the very week that this tournament tips off.
We play them on that Monday, and the tournament starts at the end of that.
And the
Wednesday
tournament
or
will be
Thursday.
at County.
Yes.
At least that's scheduled there. Last year, due to the COVID thing, TSSAA mandated everybody played games on the higher seated floor.
From what I've been told, it will be at McMinn.
At McMinn. Well, that's a good place to have it.
It is.
You know, it's an excellent facility there, and they take great pride in what to do there. Your players, you know, I've seen them most every game, not every game, but seen most of them. They seem to play for each other a lot. I mean, you talk about their chemistry and attitude is good. If they're on the bench, they're cheering the other guys on, and you're playing deep into the bench, 9, 10 players a game, sometimes more, which has got to help everybody's attitude and everybody's, you know.
It is. You know, everybody, I think since the Walker Valley game, we've had some of our best practices of the year.
Yeah.
And it's been, you know, we've had hey, iron sharpens iron. You got to want to push the guy in front of you. You're trying to get his spot, and he's trying to keep his spot. And I think that just makes everything more competitive, and everybody gets better. And the bench has been great. You know, these guys, I think they really genuinely like being around each other, and that's more of a culture thing that we've tried to come in and develop and have a family atmosphere, because we are, I tell them all the time, like, this is our family. It doesn't matter. These guys in this locker room right here, this is our family, and this is who you got to rely on.
Yep. Well, we've had some youngsters. Jarius Rogers, he's come off the bench, and he is, you can see he's going to be a good one for him. Ray Taylor, Ram we call him. I mean, he's a freshman. Jarius a sophomore, and you got some other youngsters coming there and getting a lot of walk time. And it's not a drop off when they come in there. You know, sometimes you think, well, just put him in here just to fill some time, but these guys come in there and adding to the effort, you know, and helping, you know, on a positive side for that.
No, and that's what they do every day in practice. You know, we make subs. We'll scrimmage at practice. We'll make subs, and there isn't a drop off. You know, we have the confidence in those guys to, hey, you know what to do. Go out there, execute it, do your job, and get it done, and they do. You
never know. You know, somebody could get foul trouble. Somebody could be sick.
Yeah.
Could sprain an ankle, whatever, and, you know, the old next man up theory there. I also like to mention, too, you've got two of the best assistant coaches that I've seen, you know, and we've had some great assistants. I'm not trying to put anybody down here. Jordan Ollison, who's come to the Pro New this year, no ties at all to Bradley Central. He lived in Memphis, was raised there, played at Cleveland State a little bit, and he's been out there. He works now with some troubled children. Kobe Deals, who is Bradley through and through. Those two guys, I don't think you could ask for two better guys to support your staff and to help, you know, sort of ride herd over the kids, you know, and everything. And it's worked out good for you, hasn't it?
It has. It's been great. I got a great staff. You know, they do a great job of picking them up when I get down on them in practice, you know, getting on them, and they'll go behind and pick it up. And they do a great job. They do an outstanding job of, you know, correcting kids when they need to be corrected. Yeah. So I couldn't ask for a better staff.
What's your main concern looking ahead now? We've got games Friday with Howard, which we lost Howard, 5, 6 points? I think 6 points down there at Howard early in the year, one of the first games we played. And we could have won. Tough game on the road. We got Howard Friday, as we said, Ottawa here again Tuesday, and then we go on the road to Ray County. What would you like to see the team focus on or improve most on right now as you go into that little stretch there?
You know, it hasn't changed. We got to do a better job of taking care of the ball. You know, every possession has to be important, and we need to get a shot every possession. You know, we don't need to give away free possessions to the other team where they can get layups, runouts, and things like that. You know, we just need to value every possession.
Well, that's the only way you can win a game, I guess, sir. The defense, rebounding. How's rebounding been? I've not looked at the charts lately. Is rebounding, are we holding our own with rebounds?
No, there for a while we were doing a great job on the glass. There's been some slippage there, you know, not doing the little things like hitting bodies, boxing out, finishing plays. You know, those are things that we've had some slippage on here the last few games, and we got to get back to doing those.
Well, rebounding to me, I've said this on the radio many times, it's about the will, the effort to do it. I mean, it's up to you. I mean, don't stand there and admire your shot. Follow your shot if you're shooting a long-range shot, or get in there and box out, as you say, on offensive or defensive end, because those rebounds are what will win a lot of games for you. Free throw shooting, how's that coming along for you?
It's getting better.
Yes.
It is. It is getting better. You know, we work on it every day in practice, and it's something that, you know, I harp on them all the time that, you know, free throws are going to cost us games, and it has this year. So, you know, you need to take it serious and step up there with confidence and shoot the ball.
Well, if you look at the games that we've lost, with the exception of one game we lost in double digits, every game's been 6 points or fewer.
Right.
A few free throws, a couple of rebounds, 2 or 3 less turnovers, and those could be on the winning side of the ledger.
It could, and you know, at the same time, we've had a lot of close games that could have gone the other way that we did win. So, you know, I think we've been able to take things from every game, win or lose, and show them where we can improve at, and I think that's helped us out.
Does your dad ever offer tips to coaching? You know, he's an old coach, an old player and all that. Does he just keep his mouth shut and let you do your thing?
Every now and then he will, but for the most part, you know, he's there supporting. He comes to a lot of games, and you know, he'll offer his advice when I ask for it. So I usually ask after a game, you know.
Well, that's good to have somebody to lean on him like him. You know, not a lot of coaches have that background experience to do that. Well, Coach, we're going to wrap things up here. I'd like to thank you again, as always. I know you take time out of your schedule to be here too, and it is a busy time right now with all the things going on here at Bradley Central. Good luck Friday night, home with Howard. Folks, I need you there Friday night. Howard, that's a big home game, and that's one of those losses we need to revenge. It is.
You know, hopefully this place will be packed out on Friday night. You know, the crowds have been great at home. Student section's been awesome. I love Bear Nation. You know, keep it coming.
This is part of the interruption. I need the following singers to come to the main office. Alexis Parham.
They can edit that out.
Christina Blair, Eli Dunn.
That's the perfect time to do it, though.
Yeah.
Kelly Meany, Brandon Johnson, and Tucker Springer. Thank you.
Well, folks, we got that Howard game this Friday. We're home again next Tuesday. Another district game with Udawal, a team that we beat down there at their place in a close game. They're playing good ball. They had a good.
They are.
Game.
They played Howard close. I think only lost by 3.
They sure did. You never know. As you said earlier in the broadcast here, on any given night, you know, somebody comes out hot, or you come out cold, you could be in trouble. If you come out hot, you could hang on to win the game. But good luck in those upcoming games. We'll do a show again next week here on the Bear Network. Until next time, I'd like to thank Coach Carpenter. I'd like to thank the students here in the broadcast class, Mr. Gwen Schroyer, here on the BCHS Bear Network. Our videos are available on YouTube, they're available on Bradley Facebook, and also on Twitter. So watch those and pass the word along. They're all free of charge. No subscription cost at all for any of those. Until next time, we'll say God bless and go Bears.